Well, good deal, good deal. I was trying to get it done. It doesn't appear that Tim is hearing me tonight, but seems like you are, so you might be able to relay to Tim that I see him on the reporter, but I'm not hearing, or he's not hearing me either.
I know, well, I'm not hearing Tim, so he must not be translating because if he was translating, I would hear him over here, even if he was on the honey load. So don't know, he might have something, he might be working on an update or something going on with his computer, but I haven't seen him translating it. I'm sure I would if he did.
Okay, I thought I seen him transmit a little while earlier. According to the reporter, it seems that he's hearing you, so maybe he is. I was trying to adjust my received audio level a little bit. It was a little too low. I guess I'd been monkeying around with the sound settings, doing something else.
Yeah, it might just be the two of us then. Tim could be having technical difficulties, and Barry didn't check in, which kind of surprised me because he's normally here. Do you see anybody else online that might be listening? Well, man, no things I didn't know. Maybe somebody else might be hearing us.
No, I'm not seeing anybody else, and looks like Tim just dropped down, or dropped out rather. So he may be having some issues here tonight, um, trying to get his audio and stuff working. After being not in here for a couple of weeks, it took me a minute to kind of figure mine out again.
Yeah, I know. Mine was doing the same thing. I didn't go in and do the update, but I might try to. I might try to do the update when we get down this evening and see if I can get FreeDV updated and do that. Have you already done the update on your computer?
Yeah, I did it just before we got on the net tonight. I got it downloaded and opened it up and started setting everything and trying to make sure it's right. I am seeing a KE9 AJC 407 miles northwest from us. It does not look like he's hearing us. He's up in Indiana, but he is showing up on the FreeDV reporter.
All right, well, you never know with man openings. It would be good, but at least with the 3D recorder, we can see who's trying to. And I did get your email the other day about WAW, and I'm sure that there's some openings definitely on Sunday morning. And I'll look and see tomorrow. Pull up the spreadsheet and I'll email you back. That most of the reservations that we've got, people are signing up to operate all through the afternoon and in the evening. So early morning, 9 o'clock and before 9 o'clock, those slots are pretty empty. And then it starts getting busier after 9 o'clock. So I'm sure we'll be able to fit you in somewhere.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. I'm typically up pretty early on Saturday and Sundays, and I usually spend a couple hours in the radio room anyway. So, I'm a lot of times up and on the radio by 7 a.m. and sometimes a little earlier. So, yeah, that works for me. If you've got a Saturday or Sunday morning, I can take a couple hours to operate.
Yeah, that's no trouble at all. And you can do, pay as much or as little as you want. I mean, if it's busy and you're having fun, then stick with it a while. If it's not, then that's fine too. And that time of the day will probably be able to give you all modes and all bands. And so that way you can pick out wherever's open and adjust some activity. And it's your choice if you want to do sideband or digital or CW, I mean, you got your choice of, we'll give you your choice of bands in modes because there probably won't be anybody operating at the same time. And that way you can go wherever the action is. Who knows, might even be able to do some stuff on FreeDV. That might be interesting. I doubt FreeDV will show up on the logbooks.
Yeah, it might show up, maybe as just a digital voice mode. But it looks like Tim's back in there now, and it actually looks like he's hearing me now. And there's a NM4W in there. It's 254 miles away in Warner Robins, Georgia. Doesn't look like he's hearing me, but he's in there. So Tim, if you can hear us, go ahead and key up if you got your stuff setting up and ready to go. KO4WIL. Tim, I could hear just a little bit of noise there, but it looks like you're right below where I can receive you on the signal strength. I don't know if you got any more power or not. That might help, but I could tell you were in there.
Yeah, Tim, something else is going on. The signal strength wise, you're pretty strong over here, but the audio is just breaking in and out really fast to the point where I can't copy anything. So good signal strength, but I don't. I'm not familiar enough with FreeDV to be able to tell you what's going on with the audio, but it seems like an audio issue over here. Just FYI.
It looks like he's shut the modem down for a minute, maybe trying to check a setting or something to get it tuned in right. Yeah, on my end, he was coming in at like -5, and that's this free DV seems to only come in pick up about right just below zero, 1 or 2 maybe, but it was down showing like -5 on me.
Yeah, I wonder if he kind of had his power reduced, but over here he was a lot stronger than that, I think. But just the color, I just looked at the color on the waterfall. It was coming in and out just tip 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 tip, just real fast for some reason. So kind of odd. Who knows?
Yeah, I was trying to give Tim a second there. It looked like his signal strength on you, what he was receiving you at, was fading a little bit here and there. Not sure what was causing that, but it appears that he's hearing me, and probably a little better than actually you're hearing me at the moment. Go ahead, Tim. KO4WIL. Tim, your signal was great that go around, but your audio level was low. I had to turn the volume way up to hear you, but I could understand you that go around.
Okay, see if I got struggle with this every week. Bear with me just a second. I'll see if I can't make it better.
Okay, no worries, no rush at all. But yeah, you may increase that mic level when you PTT. That little slider above the PTT button will increase your audio level, and that may help you out some to boost it up just a little bit. It doesn't need a whole lot, but it does need some.
Not sure why this keeps adjusting itself, but yeah, oh my goodness, looking on the internal software here. Hopefully that is a lot better. WDB4 GBI. 100%.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. That was 100% better. You were sounding good that time, Tim.
Only person I can hear was David on the offset antenna. So I went to my vertical antenna or my swivel antenna, and unfortunately, it is not like this end of the band. It's very heavy on the low end of the band. So probably going to have to change this back here to keep from having all kinds of visual. WB George, DBI.
I got you, Tim. I'm actually on my GP15 vertical. It seemed to do better when Barry and I and Dave and all first started. I was trying to use the beam, and for some reason, I just couldn't hear Barry, and I could hear Dave, but Barry couldn't hear me. And I thought, well, I'm gonna try this vertical out. So since then, I've been running this GP15 vertical, and it seems to do fairly well with most folks that jump in here.
Yeah, after you made that adjustment, Tim, you sound really good over here. No trouble at all. And I love my loops, but 53.1 is about the limit. I definitely have to use the internal feeder to bring it down, and it's still only brings it down to about 1.6 to 1. Yeah, once you get up to around 53 megahertz, the loop antennas they're not too happy with that. Especially if you're like me, I think I tuned mine for to be flat at 50.150 to kind of get me up off of the college frequency a little bit. So it's not the best in the world if you're 53.1. I just think it's like there's a little bit more. What? See if I can, I mean, you're getting it young as well. I hope I'm not taking away from anybody else. I've got this rifle down here that I've got by me, but yeah, can radio one. It probably stays for the leader. It's very happy 53 megahertz. It's not if you get that good one. So,
And I was going to say, we can move back down the band um, and see how it works. We kind of found that this frequency worked for a few of us and kind of hung out here, but we're really not, I guess, following the band plan. Probably need to be down around somewhere 50 dot something using sideband, and we may give that a shot next week and see how it goes. If you guys want to jump back down there again.
no, that sounds good. Yeah, that way those of us with 6 meter loops will be a little closer to closer to flat on the SWR. Well, fellas, I'm going to jump off here and I'm going to see if I can get my computer started updating on my FreeDV. But while it's doing that, I'm going to jump down around the color frequency and see if there might be any PX them did on the 6 meter. So anyway, good talking to you all, and we will talk to you soon. As Bob says, see you on the radio. Have a good night. Have a good one. Wow. I think I remember what it was. Okay, I'm going to get you guys to talk about it again. Let me look at that. They said I'm on version 1.0. So, it's not a. Oh, TV on. They don't have a level of you, but we're going to go a little more. What have you got?
All right. Thank you guys for being here tonight, and maybe we'll pick Barry up again next week. And y'all have a great week. And thanks for giving this a shot. It's kind of a fun mode. I like to play with it. But 7-3 for now. Y'all have a great one. KO4 WIL.